Hello everyone, I'm Landon Schlungen. Today we are going to learn basic string and array methods by building a music player. This challenge has got 99 challenges, and we're going to be using find, for each, map, and join, and we're going to be able to play, pause, next, previous, and shuffle our MP3 player. So let's try this project. Let's see what it looks like. Here's a preview of what we're building. Looks like we have a playlist, and then we can play and pause it. All right, let's start coding this. All right, the HTML and CSS has been provided for us. Okay, so that's nice. We don't have to worry about that. We can access the playlist songs, play, and pause elements with the getElementById method, and we need to assign them to variables. Okay, so just const playlist songs equals element or element, no, getElementById. How do we do this? Element.getElement element.getElementById, and then we put in the playlist songs. I think it's like that. And then we copy this down a couple times. This one has to be a play button or play, and then this one is the pause button, which is pause. Let's see if this works. No. Playlist songs. Okay, it's not element here, it's document. Whoops. Okay. Let me just change these. Document.getElementById. There we go. That should be fine. There. Nice. Okay, access the next, previous, and shuffle elements from the HTML file. Assign them to variables. Okay, so same kind of thing. There we go. Next button, previous button, shuffle button. Should be fine. It has to be called next button with a capital B. All right, there we go. Next, create an array to store all the songs. Create an empty all songs array. Const all songs equals an empty array. Move on. Step 4, inside the all songs array, create an object with following properties and values. Okay. So we're inside, so we just have to use curly braces and throw this stuff in there. Just copy and paste it. It should be good. Yes, it is. Add a second object with these values. Copy, paste that in. That works. Add a third object. These ones are pretty easy challenges. Move on. Step 7, we've added the rest of the songs. Okay, cool. There's 9 of them. Next, you'll learn about the Web Audio API and how to use it. Okay, use const to create a variable named audio. Audio, which is equal to new audio. New audio. So this is using object-oriented programming. We're creating a new audio object or new audio element. It should keep track of the songs, current song playing time. Okay, so we need to start by using let user data and assign it to an empty object. Since users will be able to shuffle and delete songs from the playlist, we need to create a copy of the all songs array without mutating the original. This is where spread operator comes in. So right here, spread and spread, it'll like put this stuff in there and output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Inside the user data object, create a songs property. Create a songs property. For the value, spread all songs into an array. So dot 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 all those songs, or is it just songs, or what is it called? We called it all songs. Okay, that should be fine then. Let's see. Yes, it is. To handle the current song information and track its playback time, create a current song and song current time property. Current song should be null, and the song current time is 0. Okay, move on. In the previous projects, we used regular functions, but now we're going to be using arrow functions. It's basically the same thing, just it looks cooler. Okay. To create a named arrow function, you can assign the function to a variable. Yep. All right, create a new named arrow function called print greeting. Const print greeting equals, inside the body of the function, use console.log and then hello there. Let's check that and move on. To call a named arrow function expression, reference it by name, so same as calling a regular function. Below your print greeting function definition, call the function, print greeting, and then open up the console, see the output, hello there. Just like regular functions, it can accept multiple parameters. Yep. So that goes in between the parentheses. You can also skip the parentheses, like this if there's only one. Create a new named arrow function called print message that has one parameter called org. Const print message equals org equals arrow. And then we do template arrow or template of this. Add a console log statement. Okay. Console.log. And I guess we're just showing that this works. Use templates with backticks. And then we want to call it. So print message. And we pass in the org of FreeCodeCamp. And we can check console, and there it is. FreeCodeCamp is awesome. Step 14, just like regular functions, arrow functions can return values. Here's an example. Yep, they're returning. So they just want us to show arrow functions returning stuff. Create a new variable called add two numbers and assign it to an arrow function. Add two numbers equals arrow or equals, and then we have num1, num2 equals arrow function. We have in here, we're just going to probably add the numbers. Return num1 plus num2, and then we console.log. Actually, it wants us add a console statement, and then call it. Yeah, okay. Console.log. Add two numbers, and we pass in 3 and 4. You know, it should give us 7. Yep, it does. Move on. If the arrow function is returning a simple expression, you can omit the return keyword and just do it in one line like this. It's implicit return if we omit the curly braces. If your arrow function has multiple lines of code in the function body, then we need curly braces. Refactor this to remove the return keyword. And yeah, okay. We can just remove the return keyword and the curly braces. And there, now it will return automatically. Now it's time to apply what we learned. Start by removing the print greeting print message, add two numbers. Yeah, just delete all this. Move on. To display the songs in the UI, you'll need to create a function. Use arrow function to create a render songs function. Const render songs equals, that takes an arrow array as its parameter, array. And then what? Let's see. When the songs are displayed on the page, right now we're inside the function, by the way. It should show the title, artist, duration of each song, and a delete button. In the next few methods, we'll learn how to add that with the map method. Start by using const to declare a variable named songs.html. Const songs.html. Assign it to array.map. Here we go. The map method is used to iterate through an array and return a new array. Yep, like so. So this will return a new array with all these numbers doubled. It would be like 246 then. Notice that the map method takes a function as an argument. This is called a callback function, which is a function that is passed to another function as an argument. In the example above, this is the callback function, which would be inside the map method. Pass in a callback function to the map method. The callback function should take song as the parameter and have an empty body. Okay, so I guess we'll leave it like that for now. Inside the map, okay, so now we're inside the map function. Add a return statement with backticks, and then interpolate. Create an li element. Okay, we're going to be creating some HTML elements with an ID attribute. ID attribute of song dash $, song ID, song.id, and then I have a class attribute, class of playlist song, and then make sure to end off that li, I'm sure. Okay, let's see if that works. No, it doesn't. ID attribute should be song, $song ID. Oh, this has to be in quotes. Make sure that's in quotes. Okay, now let's see if that works. There we go. Create a button element with class playlist song info. Okay, so we should still be in our backticks, which we are. Button with a class equal to playlist song info. Inside the button, add a span element. All right. Inside the button, we need a span element with the class of playlist song title. And then interpolate song.title as text, $song.title. Make sure to end off the span. Okay, let's see if that works. Yes, it does. Awesome. Inside of our button elements, create two more span elements. We have playlist song artist and play song duration. Okay, so let's just copy this down a couple times. We have playlist song artist. Let me do Control D, artist, and duration. Control D, duration. Okay, let's see if that works. Yes, it does. Create another button element with the class playlist song delete. Okay, wonder if I should, no, let's just keep it as button. Class equals playlist song delete. And then in an area label for delete interpolated, set to delete interpolated with song.title. I don't know what that means. Let me see what I'm missing here. Oh, okay. Delete and then also a $, song.title. Okay, that should be fine. Paste the SVG as content. Okay. Copy this and put it in between here. What the hell? Check your, okay, apparently I copied that by accident. Wait, what did I do here? Give me this. Copy, paste. Okay, there we go. Let's check that. That does work. Step 24, right now the song's HTML is an array. If we try to display this as is, you'll see the song separated by commas. Okay, so we need to use the join method. The join method is used to concatenate all elements of an array into a single string. right, so in this example, this is a sentence. If we use join, then it will, and we separate them by spaces, then it will just become a single string. All right, chain the join method to your map method and pass in an empty string for the separator. Okay. Oh, that's the example code. So we have to do dot join with a empty string. Okay. Let's see here. That would be right here, I believe. Dot join with an empty string. Because right now we are returning this, but they're separated by commas. So we're actually returning multiple of these templates for how many songs we have. We're returning like 9 of these, right? Returning 9 LIs, and then we have to join them together in order for there not to be commas. And then we're going to have it show up by using our inner HTML. Yep. Okay, so assign these songs to HTML. Songs, HTML, inner HTML. It equals our playlist songs element. Playlist songs. This will insert our LIs. Okay, so we should see it show up maybe. Let's see if this works though. To add songs HTML to play. Oh, okay. I just have to switch these around. Whoops. This goes here. This goes down here. Now it should show up. Maybe. Maybe next one. Now you need to call the render songs function and pass in the user data.songs. Okay. Render songs. Call the render songs function and pass in these songs of the user data. Songs property of the user data. Okay, so it has to be user data.songs. User data.songs. There we go. There's our songs. Beautiful. We have our delete button and we have our titles and stuff. Let's see what's happening here. We have our playlist songs. Inside of all songs, we have this, but we're creating an object of user data, which we're passing in the all songs to. And then we have a render songs function that we pass in our songs to when we call it, and then it will render it because inside of this function, we set the inner HTML. Okay, I think I understand everything. User data.songs. Oh, I have to put a question mark. So the question mark is just in case. Just in case it's null, then it won't cause an error. All right, now that we have the list of songs displayed, it would be nice to sort them alphabetical. Start by creating an arrow function called sort songs. Const sort songs equals an arrow function. We're gonna probably mess in the songs or something and sort them. All right, inside of our sort songs function, add the sort method. Okay, we are inside the sort songs function already. So the sort method converts elements of an array into strings and sorts them in place based on their values in the UTF-16 encoding. Add the sort method. There we go. To user data.songs. Okay. I have to do this user data question mark dot songs dot sort. To sort the songs in alphabetical order by title, we need to add a callback function to sort. So in this case, we're doing sort A and B, A.name less than B.name, return -1. The sort function is kind of weird like that, but it's just what we have to do. It allows us to do more custom stuff with sort. Okay, so we need to add an empty callback function to our sort method and pass in A and B. A, B, there we go. Move on. accepts a compare callback function that defines the sort order. The first condition a.name less than b.name checks if the name of the first fruit is less than the name of the second fruit. If so, the first fruit is sorted before the second fruit. Strings are compared lexicographically, which means they're compared character by character. For example, apples is less than bananas because A comes before B. The reason why this example is returning numbers is because the sort method is expecting a number to be returned. If you return a negative number, the first item is sorted before the second item. Okie dokie. So now we have to add an if statement to check if a.title is less than b.title. So that would be this first condition. I'm just going to copy it and just put a title for name. And that should be fine for that. And then we're probably going to do the second one and one. Okay, let's copy this and paste it. This would be a title again. And then otherwise we return 0. And that means if they're equal. Return 0. Step 33, return user data.songs. Oh, this would be, yeah. User data.songs. We return them after it's sorted. So first we sort them. It actually changes the user data.songs, and then we return user data.songs. Right now the song order has not changed. That's because the updates you made using sort method will not happen until sort songs function is called. Change your render songs to call the sort function. Okay. Function. Okay, so we need to put that in here, sort songs. And I think that will be fine. First we sort them and then we render them. Render songs, sort songs. Sort songs. Did it not change them? I thought it did. Oh, but I don't pass in. I don't pass in any parameters. That's all. Okay. It's time to begin implementing the functionality. Define a playsong function using const. Const playsong. Should take an ID parameter. Take an ID parameter. There we go. The find method retrieves the first element within an array that fulfills the condition. In this case, we're finding a number that's greater than 25, so it should return 30. It returns the first one, so it won't return 40 or 50, it returns the first one that it finds. Use const to create a variable named song. Const song, and return the result of find method on the user data. Songs.find. Use song as the parameter. Song, and we're finding the first song that has song ID equal to the ID that's passed. All right, it will iterate and find that song. Okay, that should be good, maybe not. Oh, make sure to use the comparison equal. There we go. Inside playsong function, set the audio source property. Audio.src equal to the song, I'm guessing. Song.src, song source. Also set the audio title, audio.title equal to song.title. There we go. So we created this audio object before, right here, const audio equals new audio, and then we're assigning it the song source and its song title. Before playing the song, we need to make sure it starts from the beginning. It can be used by using current time. Add an if statement to check whether it's falsy or not. Okay, so if user data dot current song, then is falsy, or if, okay, so we have to add an or. User data song is strictly not equal. Strictly not equal, so we do not equal to song.id. Then what do? This condition will check if no current song is playing or if the current song is different from the one that is about to be played. Inside the if block, set the current time of the audio object. Audio dot current time, set it to 0. So it'll start at the beginning. And that is wrong because we have to make sure this is null. Okay. Sure, buddy. There we go. That works. And else block. Else. To handle the song's current playback time, this allows you to resume when it's paused. Set the current time property. Audio.current time of the audio object to the value stored in user data current song current time. Okay, that should be good. Maybe not. Equals user data song current time. Inside the else block. Oh, current time. There we go. Those little typos, they'll get you. You need to update the current song being played as well as the appearance of the play button element. Update the current song. Okay, assign song to the current song property. Song equals user data dot current song. You do not need the optional chaining operator in this step because it will not be null or defined at this point. Okay. Assign song. I don't know what song is. Song is this. Song equals user data current song. Oh, assign song to it. Okay. Whoops. This has to be flipped around. This has to be flipped. User data current song. Oh God, what did I do? Equals song. Okay, that should be good. Okay, cool. Next, use the class list property and the add method to add the playing class to the play button element. So play button dot dial. I know dot class list dot add playing. This will look for the class playing and add it to the play button element. Finally, play the song. Use the play method of the audio. Audio dot play. This is fine. Use the play method on the audio. Audio. I keep spelling it wrong. There we go. Cool. In the previous steps, we built out the functionality for playing a song. Now we need to add the functionality to the play button so that it will play the current song when it's clicked on. Use the add event listener method and pass in a click event for the first argument and an empty callback function with arrow syntax for the second argument. Add on what though? On a button. On our play button. Play button. Add event listener. And pass in a click event and an arrow function as the second. Okay, cool. Within the arrow function of the event listener, an if block, user data dot current song is falsy equals null. I think that's what they want because that's what they wanted on the last one. Call the play song function, play song with the ID of the first song. So user data dot songs of 0. This will ensure the first song is played first. This is wrong. .id. I need .id here. There we go. Add an else block inside the else block. Add an else block inside the else block. Oh, add an else block, and then inside the else block, call the play song function with the ID of the current song. User data dot current song dot ID. This ensures that that will play. Okay. 45, to play the song anytime the user clicks on it, add an onClick attribute to the first button element. Button, we have an onClick element. OnClick attribute. Call the play song function. Play a song with the song ID. Song.id. I think that should be interpolated in. The song ID should be. So it should be like $ song.id here. I think that's fine. Yep. Now you need to work on pausing. Define a pause song function. Pause song. Use an arrow function. No parameters, because we're just going to pause the current song. To store the current time of the song when it's passed, set this song current time of the user data. Okay, user data dot song current time equals current time of the audio variable. Okay, so audio dot current time. We do not need to use optional chaining. Okay, don't do that. It's perfect. Use class list to remove the method of .playing of the play button. Play button dot class list dot remove. We remove the dot playing, so playing. To finally pause, use the pause method on the audio variable. So audio dot pause, and there we go. Then it will get paused. Now it's time to test out the pause button. Add a click event listener to the pause button element. So pause button dot add event listener We pass in click and probably an empty arrow function or something to this. Oh, pause song actually. Pass in pause song. That would make sense. Makes sense. That works awesome. We can test it out as well. If we, it should be playing right now, but I don't hear it. Probably something with my audio. I don't know. But maybe you guys can see that it works. Before you start working on playing the next and previous song, you need to get the index of each song. Start by creating an arrow function called get current song in. Const get current song index. To get the index for the current song, you can use the index of method. Instead of here, we need to return user data dot songs dot index of. Index of, set it to index of user data dot current song. All right, so what's the index of the current song? It will return a number. We need to work on playing the next song and the previous song. For this, we need to a play next song and play previous song function. Const play next song. And play previous song. Okay. Inside play next song, create an if statement to check if the current song of user data, of user data, gets me every time. User data.current song is strictly equal to null. This will check if there's no song playing. If the condition is true, call the play song function. Play song function with the ID of the first song. Okay, so user data dot songs dot of 0.id, I think. No. I have to use optional chaining here. There we go. Awesome. Add an else block. Call the get current song index and assign it to a constant current song index. Okay, should be good. Next, we need to retrieve the next song in the playlist. For that, we need to get the index of the current song and add a 1 to it. Create a constant called next song and assign it to this. That would make sense. Lastly, call the play song function and pass in that next song. Okay, so play song, pass in next song. All right, awesome. Let's move on. Never mind. With the next song.id, that's all. Okay. Now it's time to test out the play next song function. Add a click event listener to the next button. Next button, add event listener. Should be a click and next song or play next song. Play next song. And I don't think it takes any arguments. I don't even know if you can pass arguments to these. Actually, yeah, I don't know. On your next button. Again, I forgot a capital B. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Use a constant arrow syntax to create an empty play previous song. And this will probably be very similar to our play next song function. All right, add an if statement. Okay, let me just copy this. It's gonna be very similar. Let me see if that works even. Should have a return inside our if statement. Oh, whoops. Okay, there's something else here. With the condition, if that equals null, exit the function and return. So just return out. That works. Else, okay, else they already got our current song index. We need to play the previous song, so it would be like this -1 though. Next song, current song index -1 instead of +1. And I think that's should be fine, maybe not. Oh, it has to be called previous song. My bad, my bad. Change this and this. Okay, that should be fine. Add a click event listener to our previous button. Event listener. Play previous song. Move on. If you check closely, you'd see the currently playing song is not highlighted in the playlist, so we need to highlight our song that's playing. Using arrow syntax, create a highlight current song function. Highlight current song. Inside the function, use query selector all document dot query selector all to get the dot playlist song element and assign it to playlist song elements constant. Assign it to const playlist song elements equals, okay. You need to get the ID of the current playing song. For this, you can use user data. Const ID. Okay, use get element by ID to get the ID of the currently playing song. Then use template literals to prefix it with song dash. Assign it to the constant song Song to highlight. Song to highlight equals document dot get element by ID, and we pass in template literals. Wait, yeah, song dash $, and to get the ID, we can just use this. Okay, I think that works. Yes. Loop through the playlist song elements with a for each method. We can do it like this. Use the for each method on playlist song elements. Playlist song elements dot for each callback function. Pass in song L as the parameter. Song L. Empty callback for now. Within the callback function, use the remove attribute. Song L dot remove attribute to remove the aria current attribute. Aria current, I think this is what they want. That will remove the attribute for those songs. Now we need to add the attribute back to the currently playing song. Create an if statement with the condition song to highlight. For the statement, use set attribute. Wait, whoa. Create an if statement with the condition. Okay, okay. If we have a song to highlight, then use set attribute on song to highlight. Song to highlight dot set attribute and pass in aria current and true as the first and second elements. Okay, set aria current to true. Inside the play song function, call the highlight current song function. Highlight current song function. After that, play around with the control buttons to see how it works. Okay, so that one's highlighted. So that one gets highlighted. Okay, seems like it works fine. Next, you need to display the current song title and artist in the player. Use const and arrow syntax. Create a set player display function. Okay. Inside the function, obtain references to the HTML elements responsible for that. Access that and that by get element by ID, assign them to variables. Playing song equals document dot get element by ID. And this one would be player song title. And then we also have the playing song artist. Our song artist here, song artiste, playing song artist. Okay, I think that's good. Yep, let's move on. Step number 69, access the user data current song title and assign them to current title and current artist variables. Const current title equals this. And then we have current artist, which I will just grab this, Control D, artiste, but make sure that this one is capital artist. Step 70, text content sets the text of a node and allows you to set or retrieve the text content. Okay, so we can get the text content of this example, which would be this this string. Use a ternary operator to check if current title evaluates to a true value. Okay, so, and what do we set it to though? If does set playing to current title. So current, okay, so I just have to use current title since we already defined it with const or let or equals we have to check if current title is truthly. If it does, set playing song text content to the current title. Otherwise, set it to an empty string. Then below that, use a ternary operator to check current artist. Okay, so same thing except current artist. Control D, artist. Except this one would be song artist dot text content. Song artist. Okay, I think that's good. No, it's not. Should use the ternary operator to set the text content property of playing song. Oh, okay, so set this, I think. Let's see if that works. No, it's not. Set the text content property of playing song to current title or an empty string. Okay, so if we have a current title, then have it be current title. If we have current artist, then have it be current artist. There we go. To ensure the player's display updates whenever a new song begins playing, call the setPlayerDisplay function. Set player display within the play song function. Play song. Put this in there. Now we should see that show up. Awesome. To make the application more accessible, it's important that the play button describes the current song. Start by creating an empty arrow function. Const set play button accessible text. You need to get the current playing song or the first song in the playlist. To do that, create a song constant, const song, and use the or operator to set it to the current song of user data. Or the first song in the array. Okay, I think that's good. I have to make sure I have a question mark here. Whoops. Where's my question mark? Question mark. There it is. Okay. Let's move on. The set play button accessible text function will set the ARIA label to the current song. Use the set attribute method on the play button element. Play button dot set attribute to set an attribute named ARIA label to be play song dot title or play. Use ternary if that's not available. So if song dot title is not available, then do, oh my gosh, this is actually hard. Set the attribute value to this. It should be in quotes too, or backticks. If that's not available, then we do song.title or just play. Oh my god, that works. What the hell? Yeah, what sorcery is this? Insane. I did not think that was going to work. So if we have a song.title, then play the song.title, otherwise just play. Now call the set play button accessible text function inside the play song function. Oh my god. Play song, wrap this. Okay, that should be fine. Use a const and arrow syntax. Create an empty function called shuffle. This will be used to shuffle the songs, I'm sure. In earlier steps, we learned how to use sort. There's another use for that, and we can randomize it with math.random. Okay, so here's an example. We use sort and then math.random minus 0.5. It has a callback method to user data.songs dot sort, and we're going to just do math.random minus 0.5. Okay, that should sort them randomly. When the shuffle button is pressed, you want to set the current song to nothing. So we do that with user data dot current song equals null, and user data dot song current time to 0. You should not use optional chaining. Okay. So if I hit shuffle, nothing happens yet. Okay. Should also re-render the songs. Okay. Yeah, I have to re-render. So call the render songs function, render songs, and pass in user data.songs as an argument. Also call the pause song. So pause song, set player display, and those. Okay. Set player display and set play button accessible text. Okay, that should be good. Awesome. If I click this now, still really happening. Adding, oh, because I didn't have a click event listener, that's why. Okay. So our shuffle button, add event listener, click, and this will call the shuffle function. All right, now it should work. Yes. Awesome. It's time to implement a delete functionality. This would manage removal of the song from the playlist. So use const delete song. It takes an ID as a parameter. Okay, use filter to remove any song that matches the ID. So this is how we use filter. Num array filter, any num that's greater than 3, we filter out. So then only numbers that are greater than 3 are left. Use the filter method on user data.songs. And what do we pass this to? Assign it to user data.songs. Okay, user data.songs equals user data question mark dot songs dot filter. We pass in the song. When the song is equal to the ID that's passed in, or song.id is equal to the ID that's passed in, that should be fine. Maybe not, maybe not. Strictly equal, strictly equal. Not strictly equal, not strictly. There we go. Yeah, awesome. We need to re-render the songs. We can do that with this. After that, call the highlight current song function. Highlight current song. And also set the to update this. Call this. Is that good? Awesome. Let's go. Step 84. Use an if statement to check if the user data current song is equal to the ID you want to delete. If user data dot current song ID is equal to the ID of that. Okay. So I have to make sure this is empty. Okay, yeah. If there's a match, then set user data current song to null. Okay, and set that to 0. Is null equals 0. After that, call pause song function and set player display function. All right, let's move on. 86 within the button element in the render songs function, add an on-click attribute. Okay, so this is our delete button. We have to add an on-click. Let's add it here. On-click equals delete song, and we pass in song.id, but it's interpolated song.id, and yeah, I think that should be good. No, this has to go outside. Okay, now that should be good. Yes, awesome. Next, you need to check if the playlist is empty. If it is, you should reset the user data object to its original value. Okay, so use an if statement to check if user data dot songs dot length is equal to 0. Empty if statement. If the playlist is empty, then we need to create a reset button element. This button will only show up if the playlist is empty. So the create element is a DOM method we can use to dynamically create an element using JavaScript. We call it and then we pass in like a div or the tag name. We can assign it to a variable, so we can create an element like that. Okay, so inside our if statement, declare a reset button constant. Then use create element. Okay, so document dot create element. Create a button. Okay, that works. Step 89, now that you've created the button, you need to assign it to a text. To do this, you need to use the create text node method of DOM. It creates a text node. Okay, so in this example, we have to use the create text node method to create a reset playlist text. Then assign it to a reset text constant. Reset text equals document dot create text node of reset playlist. Okay, that should be good. Awesome. Now that you've created the reset button, you need to assign it to an ID and ARIA label values. JavaScript provides the ID and ARIA label properties you need to use for this. Okay, so what do we have to do? Set the ID attribute of the reset button. to reset and its ARIA label attribute to reset playlist. Set the ID attribute. Okay, so reset button dot ARIA label or dot ID to reset and its ARIA label reset button dot ARIA label equal to reset playlist, like that. Okay, I think that's correct. Yep, it is. Awesome. 91, you need to add the reset text to the reset button element as a child. So this is how we would do that, append child. Okay, a child is what's ever inside of our nodes. So like, the child of this div element would be this div and like this div, or the child of this div would be these two divs. So that's what they mean by child. Use the append child to attach reset element to reset, or reset text to reset button. So reset button dot append child reset text and reset button to the playlist songs element. So reset our playlist songs dot append child reset button. Yeah, I think that's right. Yes, it is. Awesome. 92, now it's time to add the reset functionality to the reset button. So add a click event listener to our reset button variable. Event listener of click, pass in a callback function, leave it empty. 93, to reset the playlist to its original state, spread all songs into an array and assign it to user data songs. Spread, okay. Assign it to user data dot songs equals dot 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 all songs. Okay, that works. Awesome. 94, finally render the songs again. Do we do it inside? Oh yeah, inside this click, yeah. So we need to render songs with sort songs as the argument. Then we have to call this. Okay. And then we need to remove the reset button from the playlist by calling the remove method on the reset button variable. Reset button dot remove. Does that work? Wow. Wait, reset button dot remove. How did we add that to it? Okay, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but we'll roll with it. 95, all the core functionalities are now in place. Only issue is that the next song does not automatically play. To fix that, we need to set up an event listener to detect when the current song ends. The ended event listener is appropriate for this. Add an event listener to the audio element. Okay, so audio.add event listener. Okay, I didn't know about this ended thing. That's kind of neat. Passing a callback function. Keep it empty for now. So when an audio, or when the current song ends, basically, then we have to get the next song, right? Retrieve the current song index by calling the get current song index function. Assign it to current song index. Get current song index. After that, create a next song exists constant. Next song exists contains a boolean of true or false depending on if the next song exists. Are they going to tell me how to do that? True. Oh yeah, we can do. Yeah, they want me to kind of figure it out myself. Comparing this and current and set it to, wait, and set it to next song. 'Cause if the last index of the song array is bigger than the current song index, then there's a next song. Okay. Use an if statement to check if next song exists. If next song exists, then call the play next song function. Okay, should be good. If there's no song in the playlist, use the else block to reset the current song key of user data to null. So user data dot current song end equals null, along with its song current time. User data dot song current time back to 0. Let's see if that works. Yes, it does. Step 99. This is the last step, I believe. With everything set in place, call pause song. Okay, so just call these functions. Pause song, set player display, highlight song, and set play button accessible text, and then we're done. All right, if I delete all of these, then I have a reset playlist button. I can redo these. Okay, cool. That is this whole thing. We get confetti. Okay, and that was learn basic string and array methods by building a music player. If you have any questions about that, make sure to leave them in the comment section. Make sure to give the video a like and subscribe. The next project we have is our certification project of building a palindrome checker project, and I'll do that in the next video. All right, I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.